Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Granny Style Crochet Along. I'm just going to wait while everyone joins in. I am live right now in Facebook as well as YouTube, but the live replay will be available after. So, everyone, thanks for joining me this morning. You can see there's a QR code on the screen in front of me. And if you scan that, it will take you to the page with all the information about the Crochet Along with the sign up. If you've already signed up, great, you're in the right place and you have all the information. When you sign up, you will get all of the emails letting you know what's happening, where to find everything. So that's important. So make sure that you do sign up. The patterns are now available. So I'm going to run through that with you where you can find the patterns. So the YouTube videos are live. I got them all up last night on my channel, all 4 videos. My blog has free versions. So in the description, there's going to be a link to my YouTube channel if you're watching on Facebook. And there's also a link to the blog, and you'll see the most recent 4 blog posts will be the 4 designs in this collection. Oh, I'm tired. I've been running around all morning trying to get ready. So you need to just take a deep breath and I'll start looking at, put in the chat, say hello. I'm so excited you're here. And I'm just going to read through some of the comments as I catch my breath. Excited to be here this morning with everyone. Thanks, Brenda, for joining us. Whitney, Jenny, Sue, Jody. Yep, just comment that you're here and you're excited. So again, that QR code, if you haven't signed up or you want information to buy the ebook, all those details, you can just scan that. If you're watching on your phone, you can't scan it, but if you're on your desktop, you can use your phone to scan that QR code. But also in the description box, you will find links to the ebook, you will find links to the blog, the YouTube channel. So all those details are there. Yeah, so thanks so much. So let's start talking about, let me see, what should we talk about first? Okay, so let's talk about the giveaway. We do have a giveaway happening on the blog. So when you visit those posts, there's a giveaway there. We Crochet has generously offered up some goodies for you guys. So we have 3 prizes, a $40 gift card for We Crochet, 2 prize packs valued at $25. And those 3 lucky winners also are going to receive the ebook with all of the bonuses. So I'm very excited to talk to you about that, but let's talk about, so we've got the giveaway. You can enter the giveaway on the blog. It only goes for a week. So the first week of the Crochet Along. So make sure to enter that giveaway. And it's right at the beginning. I think there's an intro for the design on the blog. And then in the next section, you're going to see that giveaway. So you'll be able to enter that. So let's talk about next We Crochet's yarn sale. I want to get that in right off the bat because I have given everybody an exclusive coupon code for ordering their yarn. And so that's 20% off. You get that in the supply list, or I have the coupon code in the ebook as well. So make sure to sign up so you get that supply list with your coupon code. And I'm just sorry, just checked this quick message from my son, but everything's okay. I think we're all right, no emergency. So the coupon code, so now also on top of that coupon code, We Crochet has just launched their summer sale. So I'm just freaking out because the yarn is discounted heavily. So the Comfy, which is what we've used for a lot of the patterns, it is slashed down, marked down, I think to only $2 something a ball, $3 a ball. Anyways, it's on sale. Plus you can use that coupon code. So make sure you sign up if you haven't ordered yarn, and that's okay. I know some people are worried that they don't have their yarn yet, or they're just ordering yarn. That's okay. You can work on these projects over the summer, get involved in the community group, post your pictures, post your yarn color choices. And there's no rush. We're going to work at this at our own pace. I've just blocked off these 2 weeks to go live and answer questions, but this is definitely going to take you through the summer. So no rush at all, unless you're doing one of the quicker projects, and then you're going to buzz through that. But if you're making all of these granny squares, they do take a little bit of time. So let's talk about the designs again. If you're just new and joining us and you want to see what I'm talking about, so the summertime granny style cardigan or collection is featuring granny squares or granny stitches. So let's check out some of these. I'm going to move off this QR code. So let me just get rid of that. Let me see here. Let's hide that. Okay. So here is one of the designs in the collection. Okay, move back a little bit. So the granny cardigan. I have added some ribbing to mine. I believe I showed you it before without the ribbing. So the sizes on the blog and in the ebook are extra small to 5X. So we have everybody covered. You make all of these. This is just a classic granny square. So you're just making all of these granny squares. You're going to make as many as you need for the size you're working on. There are options in the PDF for you to do a crop, a hip, or a tunic length. So you have options to choose from, and also different edging options. So on the blog, we just have the hip length version with the simple edging. And then in the PDF, you're going to get those additional options. So I actually ended up with adding my ribbing to the bottom. It does make my hip length a little bit closer to a tunic length, which I kind of like. I prefer that. But you can really customize and just work however many granny squares that you want for your length. So I did a big, really 4-inch ribbing. So it's like it's adding an extra set of squares. If I were doing it all with a simple edging, and let's say you liked this length, then you would just add another row of squares to it. So this is one of the designs, which has been super popular already. That YouTube tutorial has got tons of views. So everyone's excited. This is sort of a classic design, very vintage. I'm just so excited. It's one of my favorites already. I'm going to love wearing this. So I'm just going to go back to the chats. I want to know what you are planning on making. If you're planning on making more than one, if you have a certain one that you definitely want to try, let me know, because I'm curious to see what everybody is going to be working on. Okay, and I have Donna just commented that she has so much in her stash already that she's going to make. And this cardigan, if you think you're going to take a while to make it and you'd prefer it for fall, you could go with a different yarn, maybe not use the cotton, go with something warmer. You could use a wool or even an acrylic. Really, it's up to you guys. I have done it more summer style with a cotton, but you can totally use whatever yarn you want and make it for fall as well. I mean, this one will still be okay for fall. You just are going to get a little bit more warmth if you used a different fiber. So let's check out the next design. So the skirt, the granny skirt. So I can't talk today, guys. I think I've just been working too much trying to get all this ready for you guys. I just can't even speak now. So this is made from the same square that we did the cardigan. So again, this is customizable. You can make this long. You can make it mid-length. I have all those alterations for you in the pattern with the yarn amounts you're going to need. It's really cute as a cover up. If you wore a slip under it, you could totally wear it out. But I think as the summer, you know, we're looking at different things to put on for the beach. Like you could just pull this over your swimsuit, whatever. Really, it's so versatile, so many different uses for it. So it was really fun. This is my first time actually making a skirt, and it was a lot of fun doing it. And it's super cute. Looks really cute on my girls. I squeezed into it to model it for you. This is definitely, if it's looking too tight, it's because it is too tight. I needed the neck size up, but I squeezed it in just to model it for you. So that is the second design. And let's see, we have the top, the crop or not top, because you can make it as a beach cover up. You can make it, and you can customize the length, which I love. The first one I made for my daughter that you'll see modeling with it was a shorter version. And I did a little bit longer for myself. And this again goes from X small to 5X. And if you want to make it into a dress, you can just keep going with those granny stitch clusters. So here is the dress version, perfect as a beach cover up. I think I have it inside out. That was from me modeling it. I have someone here saying that they're starting the top. So yeah, let me know what you're starting on. So this is the dress version. And the pattern includes the dress with increases for the hips, of course. This is, again, customizable depending on your body type. You may not need the increases for the hips, so whatever. So this is just another color combination. I've just tried to give you different motivation for how to put your colors together so you can stripe your cups. If you want to make it nice and colorful, that's really popular right now. But I also made another one in the solid color just to show you how that looks as well in a solid. So the final design, let's get talking about the designs out of the way, is the crossbody bag. And this was a quick accessory that I added to the collection. Maybe if you're wanting just a small project, you don't want to do anything too big, but you just like to kind of be part of the group, then you could make the cute crossbody, which I have done with removable straps. So this strap here, I purchased on Amazon. I've linked on the blog and I've linked it in the PDF, but there are so many fun options. And when you click on the listing for it, you'll see below, there'll be like tons of different options. I just love gold. So I went with this sort of mosaic gold. And this is made with bulky weight yarn to make it nice and chunky. And we've got a puff stitch granny square to make it just a little bit different and to give it lots of loads of texture. So I also did another version of that with a Tunisia knit strap. So if you want to make a strap rather than buy one, then I have included that as well. Okay, so those are the designs. Again, just be popping in the comments what one you're planning on making, or if you're going to plan on making them all. And now we can talk maybe about the patterns and the ebook and all of the bonuses. So you can buy the individual patterns. So if you want the PDF pattern with the extras, but you don't want, you only want to make one, let's say. So I do have the patterns individually available on Ravelry and Etsy. But then I've put everything together into an ebook, all 4 patterns. It also includes, I know someone had mentioned about the mood board, so I did a sort of a color inspiration guide for everyone. The ivory did sell out rather quickly for like the one that I did. So it got kind of inspired me to give you some more color options, just because I know when you sometimes see it, you want what I did, but there's so many other fun options available. So when you sign up for the Cal, you get that PDF in your email. So I think I have about 21 different color combinations with Comfy that you can choose. If you're using a different brand, you can still sort of go off those color inspirations. And I do have subs for the ivory. If you're really your heart set on ivory, it's sold out and it is not expected to come back until like November. They're trying to get it sooner, but still you're going to want to probably substitute it. So I have given some alternatives. They do have, it's called Bear Stroll, and it's a sport weight as well. And it's a bigger ball, so it has double the yardage, but it's a really close match. So you could take a look at that if your heart's really, really set on the ivory. So you're going to get, the ebook is going to have that guide right in there, all the color inspirations, all the yarn substitutes I've added in there. Plus we've got some bonuses that are just for the duration of the crochet along. So from now until the end of June, I have included an extra pattern. So you get the bonus pattern, the Real Deal bag, which I've modeled in a lot of the pictures as well. It's one of my favorite bags for summer. So I've included that with it being a summer collection. So that's a little bonus that you're getting. Plus I've put together 2 very big PDFs that took a lot of work. So I put together a guide to understanding gauge. So it's a 22 plus page guide talking all about gauge, lots of detail in it, and also a measuring guide. So both are specific towards crocheting garments, and they're going to be very helpful if you need to learn a little bit more about gauge and body measurements, body types, and all those things. So those guides I've also included in the bonuses. Plus, I'm giving a coupon code for my Etsy shop as well, a 30% off code when you purchase the ebook. So the ebook is $27 US. So you get all of the patterns with all of the extras. So all 4 patterns in the collection, the bonus pattern, the gauge guide, the fit guide, the coupon code, and I think that's all. Plus the mood board is in there, but you can get that free if you sign up. So I wanted to make sure everybody had that available. Okay, so I have a question here. If you have questions, so this is part of, I'm kind of doing the rundown of everything I wanted to talk about, but if you have questions, this is when I would love you to ask them. I'm going to try to get through and get to most of them during this live. So if you have any questions, if you're unsure about anything, just put it in the comments, even if it's after, if this is the replay, you're watching the replay, if you have questions, just pop them in there. It's important, if you can, to go join the Facebook community group. That's where you can post pictures and ask even more questions, where everything's going to be happening. So make sure to join the group so that you can be involved. And it's exciting being a part of the community. So the bag is not lined. So that would be an extra thing that if you wanted to do. I had someone also ask about a zipper. I'm sure there's lots of tutorials out there showing you how to do that. I wasn't wanting to line mine or add anything to it. I liked it just as it was, but I know that those are some extra details you may want. And if you do, I haven't included any of those modifications, so you would need to make those on your own. But I know there is lots of tutorials out there already, so I'm sure you could find something that would maybe work with it. You could lay your bag out and I've seen some tutorials showing like tracing the bag to get the right size and shape. But if you are crafty with, a sewing machine and zippers and that sort of thing, I have never done it before, so I wasn't sure about showing you how to do that when I'm a newbie myself. So watch someone's tutorial maybe that has done it, and that might help you out. Okay, so I'm going to make the cardigan in DK yarn. Of course, you can try that. And I found that sport weight very close to a DK weight. So you may find that you'll meet gauge even by using a DK weight instead. Some of the subs that I gave for comfy are DK weight. So you might find that you don't need to do any modifications at all. Plus with the cardigan, if it does turn out slightly bigger, it's okay. Not really a big deal. It's meant to be oversized anyway, so that would be okay. My friend Hannah, Hannah just said they are all stunning, Michelle. Thanks so much, Hannah. And Hannah also has, I mentioned in my newsletter that Hannah currently has an amazing crochet along starting as well, doing a beautiful blanket with hexagon, beautiful hexagon motifs, absolutely gorgeous. So go check that out because you may want to join into that crochet along as well. Let's see, these projects take me back to the 60s. My grandma made me a granny square dress and taught me to crochet. I was 5. Yes, it's really exciting to see all of this granny squares coming back into fashion and so trendy right now. Another thing I wanted to mention that my mother-in-law brought up is that she wanted to join into the crochet along. She could be even watching today, but she was going to make the squares for a blanket instead. And that is an awesome option. So I know I've had some people saying they haven't wanted to join in because of the cost. They don't have the money to buy extra yarn. But if you have yarn in your stash and you wanted to make it just with worsted weight acrylic, really whatever you have, you could just join in, make the granny squares, and then turn it into a beautiful blanket. So just some tips on that would be, you need to, if you make a 4-inch square like I have, I mean, even if you made your square bigger, that would be okay. You would just take the measurement you want. Let's say you wanted your blanket to be 50 inches wide, or let's say you wanted to do it 60 by 60. Then you would just divide it out by 4. So you would want 15 squares by 15 squares. It would end up being a little bit bigger if you put a border around it. But just do some simple math. Just divide out the width that you want, the length that you want, and then just divide it out by the size of your square, and it would be super easy to put together. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going through. Virginia says she's going to make the skirt. I can't wait to see more skirts, and I really can't wait to see all of your color options. That's the most exciting thing about Granny Squares, I think, is seeing everybody's colors and what they put together. Let's see. Where do we buy the ebook? So I have the link in the description of this video, and also when I flash up the QR code, if you scan the QR code, that will take you right to the sales page as well with links, but right in the description box, it is on Etsy. So it's on MJ's Off the Hook Etsy shop as well. So you can find it, and I have it highlighted right at the top of my Etsy page. So it's really easy to find for anyone that's looking. So another question is that if you've used the code, can you use it again? That I'm actually not 100% on. I didn't ask WeCrochet when they set it up if it was a one-time code or if it was for multiple uses. So I'm not sure, but at least with the sale going on, I'm sure the yarn is close to 50% off right now. So it's really, really great. If you have other items that you want to stock up on, it is a really good time to buy. Also, I could mention to you, I got to grab this yarn. The next crochet along that I'm going to be doing with Hannah and Brianna in the fall, we are using the Upcycle Alpaca Blend, which is a worsted weight yarn. And it is absolutely beautiful. This upcycle yarn that they have now on their site has beautiful modern colors. So this is the yarn that we're using for that crochet along. So just a heads up, if you want to order some upcycle alpaca, do that. I can't give you any yarn amounts. Just order lots of it. It's going to be big items. So if there's a bunch of colors you love, these are the colors. Let me grab the other one. These are the colors that I'm using for my project. But I mean, the colors are absolutely beautiful. You'll love them. So now is the time. If there's anything on WeCrochet site you like, now is the time. I promoted their hooks as well, the Dots hooks. And let me see, I have some of them here on my desk under all of my yarn and bits. I'm not sure where oh, there they are over here. So the Dots hook set right now would be a great time to buy them as well. You get that 20% off code. And I know they've had their bags and accessories on sale as well, which I promoted in this crochet along. They have their nice bags, their hook cases, their zippered pouches. All of that is currently on sale. So if you're putting together a yarn order, grab all those little bits. I believe they only do a big sale like this once a year. So it's a great time. It's a great time to kind of buy the things that you want. Okay, so yeah, another person making the skirt. I really can't wait to see. And Sydney just purchased the ebook, ordering her yarn. Yep, and don't worry, guys, if you're ordering yarn now, it's okay. Just join in when you can. Just come into the community group and start seeing what other people are doing, their pictures, what they're posting. And everybody helps each other in the group as well. So if you have questions, make sure to ask them in the group. I'm sure we're going to see lots of beautiful cardigans. I'm definitely making the cardigan. I'm also thinking about making the top and the skirt as a summer cover up. Yes, it's perfect for that. It's perfect, especially for holidays and vacation. Like I'm definitely going to be taking the dress on me on all my vacations for a beach cover up because it's so light and Like sometimes the cover-ups, even like those, some materials I find are still hot, where this cotton is so nice and light and it's perfect to throw over your bathing suit. So let's see, I've got another question here. I ordered my yarn already. Realized I didn't order enough yarn. I went back to order more, use the code again, and it won't let me, says there. Okay, so it is a one time. So I will talk to We Crochet. I will talk to Caitlin. Maybe she's watching, but I'll talk to Caitlin and see if we can make it for multiple uses. So I will reach out to them. I can't guarantee anything because it's to their discretion, but I will ask them if they can do that. Okay. I'm going to go through, so make sure if you have questions to pop them in. Yeah, a lot of people are asking about the code. Okay, this one here. When I started crochet, I couldn't stand the granny stitch. Now I'm just so excited to start this crochet. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I've won you over to the granny square. I don't know. There's just something about it that I love. I did offer. Now, I did do a little tip in the tutorial showing the thumb joint so that you don't have all of those ends to weave in. Now, I do want to mention this. I don't think I did in the video, but with the cotton, knots work really well. They really tighten up good. And I haven't had any issues with any coming undone. But if you're using a silkier yarn, one that doesn't knot well, definitely I wouldn't suggest doing that. Definitely test it out first before you go and make this big project and do all these little knots that could potentially come undone. But if you're using a yarn like the cotton that knots really well, and then it does save a ton of time if you don't want to weave in all of those ends. Someone else mentioned that they love Upcycle. It has beautiful colors. It does. The colors are stunning, stunning. And Siona says, can't wait for the fall. It's going to be amazing. I'll tell you that right now. It's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. It's going to be a great crochet along. I always love doing things together with Brianna and Hannah. So I've already used, oh no. So someone, Virginia, posted the link for the ebook here as well. But yes, it is, the ebook link is in. Maybe I will pop up that QR code again, just in case you're wanting to scan to get the information page about the crochet along. It has the links to the Facebook group, the sign up link, the link to the ebook. So you can find all that just by scanning the code or going to the description box of the video, and it will have those links for you. Someone is asking for the code. The code is only available when you sign up. So you do need to sign up. And that code is in the supply list for people that have signed up for the crochet along. And it's also in the ebook. So if you purchase the ebook, you will get, when you buy the ebook, you actually get 5 downloads. So one will be a page with your coupon codes, one for my shop, one for We Crochet. You will get the ebook, you will get the bonus pattern, and you will get the guide to gauge, as well as the measuring guide, which lots and lots of information. Let me pull up. I'm going to pull up. I've just been doing so much over the last few days. I just need to refresh my memory on the topics that I covered. Okay, so the perfect fit guide. So in our measuring guide, the perfect fit, we're going to cover garment ease, body types and garment shapes, measuring techniques. So all of the areas of your body that you want to measure. I've given you even a sheet that you can write all those measurements down to refer to for when you're picking your crochet patterns. So making adjustments, caring for your crochet garments. And then I have some tools and resources at the bottom of products that I like to use. So yeah, we're going to cover lots in that measuring guide. So you're going to get this for free only during the crochet along. So only until the end of June, I'm including that. It will be available in my shop individually as well. I haven't got it listed yet, but that will be available as an individual purchase if that's just something you want, but you don't want to buy the ebook. But right now you're getting it free. And the guide to gauge, I will find that and let you know the topics that I'm covering in the gauge guide as well. So we talk about what is gauge, the difference between stitch and row gauge, making a gauge swatch, fixing common gauge issues in crochet, how to adjust crochet patterns for different yarns, tips on achieving gauge consistency, blocking your crochet project, and then again, the tools and resources. So those are topics that we cover. These are really in-depth guides that I've created. So again, they will be available individually after the crochet along, but right now you're getting them as a bonus when you get the ebook. So all those are helpful if you're wanting to crochet garments, learning, or just wanting to improve on your crochet skills. So Wendy says, I can't wait to see everyone's color choices. We're starting to get some posts in the Facebook community group. People are getting their yarn showing up. We are starting to see, people's color choices. So so make sure to join the group so you can start getting inspired by other people's choices. And it'll be nice to see how they look in the granny square and what people choose as their main color and what they choose as their contrast color. So in that, maybe I'll just cover that briefly because I know that was a question that came up a little bit. If you're really new to crochet and you don't understand the abbreviations, MC stands for main color. So that's the main color. So for my projects, ivory was my main color. So that is what I completed all of my final rounds in, was the main color. But this is just what I decided. You don't even have to do that. You could have your granny squares completely all mixed up. And then I did my edging with the main color, but the edging would have even looked, or my slip stitching, my joining with the main color, but you could even do it a different color and it would look great. So main color, that is what that stands for. And then I also have colors A through D. So that is 4 colors, A, B, C, D. And I have it shown that you need 2 of each of those colors. So when you're ordering, you're going to order 2 of A, 2 of B, 2 of your C, and 2 of your D. So that's just kind of a quick little tip on when you're looking at those yarn amounts and knowing what to order. Okay, so we have a special guest that has just shown up, and I'm so excited. I'm going to move over so she can come in. So Emma, my daughter, is here with baby Rose. So any of you that know me and have been following me for a bit know that Emma had Rose 2 months ago. I've been posting her adorable pictures in her hats with her blankets. And she's now 2 months old. She's so precious and cute. Hi, Rose. Hi, Rose. Did you come to say hi? So here she is. Emma's going to be going to the market with her soon, but she agreed to come in and just say hi.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
So Emma's really enjoying being a mom. She's a good baby. So this is a little off topic, but she's a good baby. She's a little fussy through the day, but she sleeps really good at night. So that's kind of the compromise. She doesn't like to sleep through the day, but she's sleeping at nighttime. So this is Rose. I didn't make anything for Rose in this collection. I'm so sorry, honey. She'll have to get lots of fall hats, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, she loves her. Actually, she doesn't like her mini pop pullover.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't.
She does not.
She really doesn't like clothes yet, but I did make her that. So many people have made the granny pop pullover, and I did the mini version. And she looked adorable in it, but she's really not into putting clothes on. Are you, sweetheart?
Nope.
No. I'm going to keep going through questions while we're here. But yeah, so Emma's not been as available to help me out with comments and everything else going on. So just be patient, everyone. Usually the best way to reach us is through email. It's really, really difficult through all of the platforms to stay on top of comments. The pattern support is offered in the community group. We even have a group chat that if you really need an answer to your question, I do get notifications from the group chat, plus people are usually in there to help. If you don't want, like I know some people have been thinking that's maybe spam. It's not. The group chat is meant to be for pattern support. So I really ask you all to try to keep it specifically for that, because it does feel spammy when people are like commenting or posting other things in that chat. It's really meant to be sort of a quick help to get help that you need with a pattern. Also, post your questions in the group. This is really where pattern support has to happen. I offer the full video tutorials that I offer as support and the group, because we just really have a hard time staying on top of everything. So this seems to be working the best for us with the group chat and the community group to answer your questions if you're having problems with a pattern. So yeah, so Emma has not been, she did help me out with the blog posts. So hopefully if you notice any issues, just send us an email, let us know. I feel like we were rushing through them, but I think overall they were I was good.
A little distracted.
Emma was distracted. Rose did not like her working at all. Oh, apparently my video is really blurry. And you want to know what? I had thought about doing this. It will cut me out probably if I go into data.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it'll lose me. I apologize if the video is blurry. My dad just came over to say it was blurry. I'm going to try to remember. We're rural Ontario. We do not have the best internet. And I was thinking about going into my data and then completely forgot in my rush. So yeah, so we do our best to get to the comments, but if you can email us or go to the community group for support, that is the best way to get and the fastest way to get the help that you're looking for. Okay, so we have someone, Wendy, saying, I'm not sure what to use for my cardigan, what colors? Take a look at the guide that I have provided when you sign up, and maybe you'll be inspired by one of them. I tried to do a broad range from like soft, earthy neutrals to vibrant colors, to rainbow, like a little bit of everything. So, and then the pastels, sort of more like what I chose. So definitely take a look at that guide and just see if something sparks your interest. I've got some coastal, beach house, like just different inspirations. Yeah, she's being really good. She really is happy when her mommy's holding her.
She wasn't happy over at the house before we came.
Oh, she wasn't?
No.
Yeah, so she has not wanted mommy to do any working, and I don't blame her because she just wants loves and cuddles right now. It's been hard for me to work too, but I put this crochet along together. It's been a lot of work, but it's fun. I love when we do these things together. So
well, we better go, Mom.
Okay, so
To the market.
Emma's going to go to the market. She's going to get us some nice honey, and Rose is going to have, Rose is done now. She said her hello and she's off.
He's getting angry.
Okay. All right. Thanks for dropping by, Emma. Have fun.
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to keep going through comments and make sure, do you have patterns for this for child? Not for this collection. I do not. There was no way I could add anything else in to, even 4 patterns was definitely a stretch to get it all ready, but I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad I got it, but it definitely did not do. I thought a little cute cover up for Rose would be adorable, but I haven't had time to get to it. Oh, somebody is using rainbow colors. I cannot wait. Rainbow colors, and then I chose where they go in the square. I cannot wait to see that. Please, Virginia, post your pictures in the group because I want to see a rainbow so bad. I picked those colors out for the mood board and it looked so fun. Okay, which video shows the thumb join starting on the top? I believe I do show you the thumb join in the top tutorial. So if you go through it, I will give you the tip. I start showing you the top, and then as I will start showing you the body, and then I give you the option of you can switch colors like I did for the dress. And that's actually how I did my dress was the thumb join. I did not weave in any tails. It was fabulous. It was amazing to not have to. So I do show you in that video. I also show you in the granny square or the granny cardigan and the skirt. So I show it in 3 videos how to do that. Okay, so someone's asking, I didn't order extra yarn for cardigan for ribbing, size medium large, so 2 more balls for the main color. No, it says on the list 3 more. I used for mine. Now I have this left over for my 3rd ball. That was with that big 4-inch ribbing on the bottom. So definitely order extra. Like I would go with extra whenever you're ordering, because if your gauge is at all different than mine, I don't want you running out. But so I used about 2.5 balls for my ribbing. If you made this narrower, you could maybe get away with less, but I would go at least ordering 3 for the small, medium, large, going up to 4 for the bigger sizes to be safe. And if you're going to go with a longer cardigan, order an extra ball on top of that. So if you want to make the tunic length and add the ribbing, definitely order an extra ball so that you have enough to do that. Virginia says, I've learned always to order extra. It's always good to have extra. When you have extra, you can always use it for something else. You could always have a project for it. And it's better to get it all at one time than be running short and then having to wait. So, oh, thank you. I'm just getting to the Rose comments. Oh, she is so sweet. She's so sweet. I could just not work at all anymore and just play with Rose, but I've got my kittens and I've got Rose. So I haven't been really working as much, but then getting ready for this crochet along, I've had to work a lot again, and it's been tough. It's been tough. I've been really enjoying the baby, and our kittens, our last bit of kittens, I've got homes for them. So we're almost going to be kitten free soon. So let's see. So make sure, so I know some people have never done crochet along, so maybe I'll just touch on this. Some people have never done crochet alongs. They're wondering how it works. So I'm going to be going live throughout the 2 weeks just to really chat. I'm not going to be showing you anything specifically in these videos because I have the video tutorials available, but I am here to answer questions. The crochet along is happening in my Facebook community group. So this gives everyone the opportunity to engage with each other and ask their questions, post their pictures, get lots of great feedback. Because I know when we make something and we're excited, we want to show it off, put it in the group so people can comment and they can see the colors that you picked. So it's very inspiring to do that. And don't be shy to engage in the community group, or if somebody has a question and you know the answer to, feel free to help them out, because that's really what the community aspect of the crochet along is that we're all here to support each other and make this together. And again, don't worry about the time frame. You can continue. The only things that expire are going to be those extra bonuses, but everyone can continue posting in the group, and absolutely no issues with you continuing this throughout the summer. Even if you start later, it's okay. If you think I'm going to make this for next summer because I need more time, that's okay too, right? Just work at your own pace. Don't be stressed at all about any of that. Okay. You still look great and we can hear you fine. Okay, so that's good. So Karen said it wasn't too bad. And Whitney says country life and the internet. It's tough. It's tough doing these lives. So I'm going to try to make sure when I'm doing them that I'm going to go into data just so we can have a better quality. Seems that works better than our actual home internet. Nicole says that she loved the color suggestions, went with the earthy color scheme. Can't wait. I believe the earthy, my 18-year-old daughter helped with that one. I'm like, come and look at, because she's always very, like, she's very artistic. I'm like, can you help me pick out all these colors? She did that one and then was busy and didn't help with any more, but she was really impressed with the PDF I put together. I did spend a lot of time on it. But it was fun. I love doing stuff like that. So it didn't bother me at all. I love picking colors. My hope is that all of the colors are very similar to what they show online. I tried to look. We Crochet does have a picture of the colors as well. So I tried to really like look at them and think, yeah, I think these colors are going to go together well. I should have got them just to send me one of every color. So I had them, but I only have a few of some of the brighter. I have the Marina. I have it's called Pea Pod. And I think I had one of the bright purples, but I mostly just had the soft pastel colors. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy that. So make sure to sign up. You will get that. And you also receive that in the ebook. Yeah, sometimes it can be hard. I made screenshots of saved all of the colors, and then I start putting them together to see kind of what looks nice. Plus looking at pictures for color inspiration. Like if you're drawn, Pinterest is amazing for that. You can go through and you can just search for color inspo, mood boards, paint chips. Like you can kind of search those different terms and then you can get all these beautiful color combos. So it is helpful if you're trying to put colors together for a blanket or like a granny square project like this. Like you can look at some of those combinations as well, and that can kind of give you inspiration if you're ever stuck. So that's just a little tip. How sweet is baby? Yes, she is. She is. My first grandbaby. Was not expecting to be a grandma this young, but absolutely loving it and love our sweet little Rose. She is just a sweetheart. Okay, so blocking. Do you recommend blocking? I put blocking as optional. It can always be a great idea to block. I didn't block anything, and you can see it all turned out beautiful. I just steamed mine at the end. So I was trying to get all of this collection put together, and I didn't want to take the extra time to block because I just didn't feel it was super necessary for this project. I know I see a lot of people that do block granny squares. And one really cool thing I've seen people do is where they've got the pegboards and they can just stick them on there and then steam them, which if I had something like that, I would have totally used it because that would be a really quick way to block. I'm sure if you Google it, search, you probably can find some of that stuff online. But I did not block mine. So it's just an option. If you really want to make sure all of your squares are perfectly the same size, perfectly squared out, you can block them. But I did not block. Some things I really do recommend to block. Some things are kind of like you have to block, but this was one of those projects I was like, I think I can get away with not blocking. Okay, someone else picked an earthy color. Awesome. On a granny square. Okay, so I would just make sure you do weave it well, like one way, go back in the other direction. Just make sure that it is a good weave. I'm trying to think what I did. The skirt, I believe most of the skirt, I did all of the weaving the traditional way. And then I think when I started working, I think this is where my brainwave came when I was working on the dress and changing color every row like that. I was like, oh, I'm just going to thumb join this and see how that works. So then that really saved time on the cardigan. Now, if you can't get the hang, Emma has not been able to get the hang of the thumb join because she started helping me out with some of the granny squares, but she can't get the hang of the thumb join. So she just did it the traditional way as well. So both work. And, it is kind of, when you're in a rush, it can seem like a big job, but if you just take them all and just sit while you're watching TV and weave them in, it's really not as bad as we sometimes think. It's when you're in a rush. That's the tough thing, is when you're rushing and you think, oh, I've got all these ends to weave. The crossbody bag is on YouTube already. So if you go check out my channel, you'll see it there. So it's already, and the pattern is on the blog as well. Okay, does it look okay without the, okay, so I did model it without the ribbing as well and took pictures of it without the ribbing. So I do have pictures of that. It's more because of I'm wearing the medium large. It is more open because that size has a bigger neck opening. So I think personally, if you are one of the sizes that has the bigger neck opening, which is 4 squares rather than only one, or 2 squares rather than 1 square, I like the ribbing because it brings it across the chest a little bit more. But for summer, and if you just don't mind that it's more open across the chest, then the simple edging is fine. The ribbing just kind of gives you that more coverage, makes it feel a little bit more oversized. The ribbing adds an additional 5 inches. So when you think about your bust measurement, that's giving you an extra 5 inches of coverage, 2.5 on each side. So it's really up to you. I'm a ribbing fan. I add ribbing to most of my pieces. I did like it the other way as well, but I also wanted extra length to mine. So adding that ribbing gave me the extra length that I wanted. So, but you can always put your cardigan together, try it on even before you do the edging and see kind of what you think, because the edging is only adding a little bit, and then add more edging. And you can even, if you don't want the ribbing, you can make your edging still just in the single crochet, going back and forth till you get enough coverage that you're happy. So I hope that answers your question. We all crochet lovers love kittens. I have 7. Amazing. So right now we have barn cats. So my kids took in some barn cats and they were pregnant before I could get them spayed. So we ended up with a litter of our barn cat kittens as well as our 2 girls that we took it in. So I've ended up from the spring having 3 litters of kittens. So it's been a lot of work. It's been so fun though. The kids have found them so therapeutic. They absolutely have loved having them. So now we're down to 2 of our kittens from our second litter will be picked up on the weekend. They were sort of late. I've had to keep them a little bit longer. And our next litter, they're almost ready. So I think we might keep 1 from, just because the kids are so attached to one of the little ones. So we'll see. Not that we need more cats, but the kids do love them. They are so therapeutic, and these are really good kitties. They're so loving. So it's been great. So this question also was, can we use the code with a sale? Yes, I've had people say that they have used the code with the sale and it has worked. So the only thing is, so far it is a one-time use code. So I will ask We Crochet, but there's no guarantee because it's their discretion whether they wanted to make it more than once. The code is not for the ebook. The ebook I've placed at a good price without having any discounts on it. So it's $27 and you get all of the bonuses and all of the patterns, or you can buy the patterns individually. So whatever really, but there is no coupon code right now for the ebook. And then after June 30th, all the bonuses will go away and those will be sold individually. So right now is when you can kind of get all of those extras if you are interested in those guides. So we are using worsted weight for the fall crochet along. We have a question on hooks. I see so many types of hooks. Which is the best? How do I know which is the best for me? That is a hard question to answer because everyone does really have their preference with hooks. I use Furls Crochet hooks a lot, which I absolutely love. And I wasn't sure when I got the dots hooks if I would like them because you'll see me use them in all my videos, but I have been working with the dots hooks and I do really like them because of the comfort grip. My hand doesn't hurt with them, and they are more affordable. So if you want to try something out and let's say you don't like them, you can always donate them or give them as a gift, because they're, to get the whole set from 2 to 6, they're the price of probably one hook from Furls. So Furls, again, it's more of an investment in their hooks, where these ones are a little bit more affordable. And I have found them great. I know I had some comments that some people don't enjoy them, but most of the comments that I've received are that people are really happy with them. So of course there's other brands of hooks out as well. Like I just started with a really simple basic hook that I purchased at Walmart, but over time I found that I couldn't crochet long periods of time anymore with that style hook, that I really needed something that was better for my hand health. So you can look to get ones with handles on them, but the set is a great deal. Or do I have any of my Furls hooks handy? What I like about the Furls is they're really comfortable as well to hold, so I can crochet for long periods of time and use those smaller sizes without my hands cramping up. So really I think it's a personal preference. Like some people like inline style, some people like tapered style. I am more an inline style hook. So really you got to play around a bit to see what works best for you. Okay, so I'm going to keep buzzing through these comments just to make sure that we don't miss anything. Okay, so Whitney's been working away. The top will work up really, really fast. I'm just looking at my notes just to make sure. Again, I want to mention there is a giveaway on the blog. So if you missed that at the beginning, go enter the giveaway. We're giving away a $40 gift card for We Crochet, as well as 2 prize packs valued at $25 each. And then those winners, the 3 winners, will also get the ebook with all the bonuses. So make sure to enter that giveaway when you head over to the blog. Again, all of the links for the ebook, the blog, everything is there in the description box, so you can check that out. Let me just read through. I'm wondering if this means link the colors that you are using. This way we can place bulk order like you suggest. How many balls for medium? I'm not sure yet. Hannah and Brianna, if you message them, may have a better idea of what they've used for their garments, but I haven't made mine yet, so I have no idea. I just have my yarn, and I purchased lots just so I had lots to make mine. So I'm not sure about that yet. So it's really like we're still in the midst of, so it's just a suggestion if you do want to order some. It's a beautiful yarn to have to make various projects. It's a worsted weight. So if you really like it and you just want to order some, then go ahead. But I don't have any yarn amounts yet. I'm just going to look at how much yardage is on one of these balls. 219. So if you look at maybe at one of my other garments, like if you look at maybe something else, that maybe how many yards I've used, that might give us an idea. The colors that I have, looks like I have Fruit Punch. I'm not sure. These ones don't have labels on them, so I'm not sure of the other colors. They're sort of that, I think this one could be linen. And then this one's sort of like a taupe color. Okay, so I'm going to keep going here. Okay, so someone bought the ebook. So you will have received 5, there'll be 5 downloads. So it's not in the ebook, it's a separate download. So there will be 5 downloads when you purchase the ebook. You're going to have the ebook to download. You're going to have the coupon code to download. You're going to have the gauge guide, the measuring guide, and the free pattern. So 5 separate downloads with that purchase. And they'll all be available right there. You'll see if you go to your Etsy account, they'll be there for that. You just need to click to download them. Okay, so I have already sent out the email, but I can always do a reminder email. But basically, they're all of the videos and patterns are now on the blog. They're all available. So nothing else is to be released. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see all of the patterns in my most recent uploads, the 4 of them, and then on the blog, the 4 most recent blog posts. Okay, purchase your, I hope I like them. I hope you like them too, Deborah. Someone also says the best, in her opinion, is these poly, I'm not sure how to say that, clay handle hooks. Yes, the ebook is in US funds. I believe mine was showing up as $36 in Canadian, so maybe with tax, I'm not sure why it's showing at 43, but the 27 is US dollars. So depending on what country you're in, that's going to vary depending if you're buying from Australia or UK or wherever, because everyone is from all different countries. So US is what everything's listed in, but then it will convert for your country. Okay, someone else said that they love their furls hooks as well. Okay, so this is an interesting, I love granny squares, but they are not join as you go. I have done the flat slip stitch join method. So it is, again, it is a labor of love, these granny square projects. They definitely are. It's not typically, most of my patterns are very like seamless and quick and not all of this joining, but it's kind of one of those unique pieces that I think you're going to have forever. Who knows? Maybe it will cycle back in style. It's in style right now, but it is a job that you have to sit down and be prepared for. But if you wanted to do join as you go, you could. I would just leave off the last round of your granny square. But to me, I really love the flat slip stitch join. So that's what I chose for this. Not that you couldn't do a different joining method, but I have done the slip stitch join, and it is time consuming. So be prepared for that. Even when you get all of your squares done, it's going to take a bit of time. I've included a chart on the blog and in the pattern of a technique and how to join them, how I'm suggesting you join them to make it as seamless as possible, but it's still going to take a bit of time to do, but it's going to look beautiful. So you'll be happy with it in the end. Okay, Claire is asking where the giveaway is on the blog. So if you go to any of the blog posts, you're going to read an intro for the pattern. There's going to be a picture. There's going to be information about the crochet along. And then right below that, there's going to be a giveaway. There's going to be a heading that's going to say it's a giveaway. And then below it, there's going to be a block that you have to click through. It will take you to Rafflecopter and it will tell you what you need to do to join the giveaway. So it's in the same place on every single blog post. So it's right there. You just have to click on. Sometimes it shows up differently, but there's usually a box or something there that you have to click on to do the giveaway. And this Rafflecopter that I use, it randomly selects the winner and helps handle that sort of logistics of it, so that you get so many usually points for each thing you do, and then it might give you like three chances of your name being picked and stuff. So it's all done through that program, so you have to click through there for it. Also, question is, do you need the ebook in order to do the cal? You do not, because the patterns, the free versions of the patterns are on the blog, and the YouTube tutorials and the Facebook group is free. You don't have to buy anything to join the Facebook community group. So you can choose to do it that way, and join just with the free versions is absolutely fine. Okay, so I think I've gotten to everything. So that's probably it for today. So I guess I can just do a little recap again about the bonuses before I sign off. So if you do, you can join, like I just said, for free. But if you do purchase the ebook, you're going to get the gauge guide, the measuring guide, the bonus pattern, and a coupon code. So just some bonuses that I've added in. You'll get all the modifications, all the little extras. You can print it, keep it. I believe it's like 77, 75 pages. I don't know the ebook. So lots of work, lots of time and effort went into it. So I hope you guys love the ebook and purchase it, support my business, or you can get the individual patterns on their own, because I know someone may just want the one pattern. So that is available as well. And then you can download it to keep. You don't have all of the ads and things that you're going to have on the blog. So the blog is supported by ads, and you also have to subscribe. I should mention that as well. You have to be a subscriber in order to view the patterns on my blog. We do have a notice about that. So before you get to the pattern, I know some people are confused because the pattern is blocked out. So right above that, we have a whole thing telling you that you need to be subscribed through the Grow app. And then we also have a video that I've put on YouTube that shows you exactly how to do that, just in case you're still having problems is setting up an account or that whole process. So there has been some confusion, like we're stealing your information, a third party site stealing your information. That's not happening. So that's just rumor. That's not true. So it's completely safe. It's part of my website, and you can click on Grow. It will allow you to sign up. That subscribes you to my newsletter. As a subscriber, this is the benefit of subscribing. You get the free content. If you're not a subscriber, a lot of things on the internet get stolen and people take it and they do all kinds of things with it that's not right. So this just gives me a little bit more protection for those free patterns, because I do very in-depth free patterns on my blog. So I'm offering those only for subscribers, people that subscribe to me that are interested in following me and my patterns. So that's sort of how that works. So all that information is on the blog. And then once you sign up and have an account, you will just, anytime you come to my blog and you want to view a free pattern, you just need to put in your login details. And then that black sort of cover up that's over the pattern will then be visible for you. So that's all. It's just a subscription basically to the blog, my email, and I try not to send out emails too frequently, usually maybe once a week, just when I have a new pattern release, things like that, or if one of my friends has something going on that I want to share. But I do not send out daily emails. I'm not going to be spamming you with tons of emails or that sort of thing, just when I have something important to share. So thanks so much, everyone who has joined in on the crochet along. I'm so excited that you've come, that you're joining me. Thank you for everyone who's purchased the ebook or supporting me through viewing the patterns on my blog. Make sure to join the community group. And again, you'll find all the links in the description box if you're watching this after the live. Please just post questions still in the group, and we'll try and get to those as soon as we can. Thanks so much, guys. Have an awesome day.